This is Master Choco Sui. I went to many, many, many events, traveling the world with him, helping him out. Like the luggage boy. Um, and he has a workshop called Pranic Crystal Healing, where you learn more about, and you can get the book, Pranic Crystal Healing by Master Choco Sui on Amazon.com. I think there's an instant download even. Um, Yeah, so that helps you learn even more about the natural power of crystals. There's actually a workshop that goes with that. You'll get to learn how to use protective amulets from psychic attacks, as well as how to energize rings and pendants and jewelry to enhance prosperity and protection for yourself, loved ones, and business associates. This type of thing's been used for a long time. Um, you know, uh, there's a legend. Well, it's not a legend. It's actually like historically documented. But Moses had the staff, and the staff, and it's got like gemstones on it, and but inside it had oil. It had like a little part where you could put oil inside the staff. So he had the staff with crystals and like gemstones and oil inside, and he'd do magic. He'd be like, "Pardon the sea," whatever. They have this chest plate of Aaron or breastplate of Aaron. In the Bible they talk about this chest plate of Aaron or breastplate. Well, it's actually the same thing, but it's got like I don't know 11 or 12. I think it's 12 gemstones on it, and they even tell you what here. Or, put this color here, and it's got this. Like, and so they had this chest plate that's supposed to protect him, and so it's like those all those crystals would be charged with certain types of energy to create like a shield around them of energy. So it's not necessarily like, oh, the metal is like, protecting them. That's happening also, but like it's actually creating like energy shielding around them. Good stuff. In the Pranic Crystal Healing by Master Choco Sui, in the book and in the workshops, it teaches the properties of crystals, how to increase your healing power with the use of crystals by cleansing, charging, and programming of crystals, techniques to relieve and treat headaches, fever, mental discomfort, and much more. And you can get that book. If you don't have it, you should probably get it already. The Pranic Crystal Healing by Master Choco Sui. Go to Amazon.com and you can get it. Or on my website, I have it also. And you get to learn which crystals and stones are appropriate for which purposes. Using power rings. The secret is the secret of magicians and master healers for power, healing, and prosperity. You saw the Grand Master had these two rings, one on each finger or each hand. And you use color pranic healing or color pranic energies for facilitating rapid results. And you'll use crystals for anchoring specific energies, and also using special crystals to absorb and divert psychic attacks. Master Choa Koksui's book, Practical Psychic Self-Defense for Home and Office, I think it's called. And that's also on Amazon. Teaches you how to build these energy shields around your different bodies, your mental body. Because like your mental body, it's like your mental body, but it's also like there's the mental energy of like the whole world, right? Like your neighbor and the mental energy of the city. So like you shield your mental body, so it helps protect you, like your own thoughts, like inside your head, where like it helps make it to where your thoughts are your own, or more of your thoughts are your own. Because sometimes people with big auras, they can have other people within their aura, so it's like, and they can be picking up on their thought forms and be like, oh, this is a weird thought form. Where's this coming from? It's kind of weird. But it might not even be their thought form. It could be somebody else's. But shielding the physical body, super important. Shielding the physical body from like dirty energy of like places, but also like anyone wanting to cause like physical harm or danger. And then you have emotional body. So this is like your emotions, good and bad, but also the emotions of the whole world. Your neighbors in the city. A good example of this. Like you're swimming in the aura. I think Master calls it egregor. It's like the mass aura of a city. And a good example of this would be like, I'm a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs football. It's like American football. Um, and so, like, say in my city, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, and so everybody for hundreds of miles around, they love the Kansas City Chiefs, right? And then say like we have the Denver, the team from like it's like 500 miles away, the next city, Denver Broncos, right? And so they have both cities are about the same size, a million people or so. But then you got people watching it on TV all over the world. But so say like when my team scores a touchdown, like when they score points, everybody's screaming and yelling. You got everybody at home watching, screaming, yay! And so you got this ripple of excitement, and actually it shakes the ground. There's like 80,000 people in the stadium here. It's the loudest stadium in the world, this Arrowhead Stadium here where the Chiefs play. And it actually shakes the ground where, like, on the Richter scale, the earthquake scale, you could see it. It's like I mean, it's like not enough to like, big, oh, it's like shake, but enough to like actually shake the ground. But say when my team, the team I like, and that's the city I'm in, like that team, the team like does something bad, right? Or they're losing, right? And they're losing bad. And, they're losing for a while. You can feel that sadness and nervousness and like worry and like really just deep solar plexus energy because there's like hundreds of thousands of people feeding this energy, right? And then so you can feel it, right? And so like say one of the, like say the team that wins, like say when Kansas City wins that night, it's normally like a Sunday night. It's all the energy is happy at nighttime. It's like everybody's happy. But then if you go and you scan or feel the energy of the like say Denver and they lost, it's sad. There's like an air of sadness, like slight depression and worry and like just kind of like sadness because all the people are like sad because their team lost. It's kind of silly. They're so connected to the team, but they're like, oh, sad. So the whole energy of the whole city could feel depressed. So if you live there, you'll be like, oh, why do I feel depressed? Why am I feeling these emotions? I'm actually happy, but I feel, and then say like the next Monday morning, people would wake up still like upset, right? Especially if it's a big game, like the Super Bowl or something. Really like, and this is kind of weird. But this is one example of you can shield your emotional body against like stuff like this. And then we shield the chakras also to help keep them pure and uncontaminated. Yeah, so in Master Chokoku's books, you'll learn more about that, and we'll talk deeper about what he teaches in his books and workshops.